Today is my birthday, and I just wanted to make this video to talk about birthdays because, believe it or not, they get old as you get older. They just don't feel the same as they used to anymore, and I don't think that's a personal decision. I think that's just the way the world worked, and sometimes we choose not to accept it. For me, having a birthday has always been so special, but I am losing that spark and that feeling of it, even though I don't want to or don't intend to feel that way. It's strange and it's very difficult to explain, but to me, having a birthday should always feel special. At the end of the day, you are celebrating your birth, your soul being born into this world and being brought up into the character you are today. I think many people just see it as a normal day, especially in the older generation, and rather than doing something special, they just celebrate it as a normal day and one step closer to getting inside of that care home. And if you think about that, they might have some sort of a point, but it is a bit of a depressing way to look at things. I don't want to spend each year on my birthday in such a negative light, like, oh yeah, it's just another day and I don't want to do anything, I just want to sit back and watch TV. For me, I want to have a special time. I want to make the most of that day. You know, for me, a birthday is about spending time with loved ones, spending time with the family and cherishing those moments, but also experiencing something different that I've never done before. For example, on one of my previous birthdays, I took a helicopter ride and I've never done that before, but it was such an exciting and new experience that I'd always wanted to do. So what better way than to do it on my birthday? And it doesn't even have to be that. It doesn't have to be something that I've always wanted to do. It could be a different location for the weekend or, you know, just simply for one night, just as long as I'm somewhere different with my loved ones, celebrating great times. That is all that matters to me. And you might be listening to this thinking, oh, this guy's just rambling on about how you should always do something special. And to be honest with you, I do think that because, you know, part of the times I've seen many people just sit back and like not really do anything. And it's even worse seeing people do that if they just sit back and they don't have many friends or they don't get out much or they don't communicate with people. If they don't see a person during the day, even on their birthday, it's just a much worse situation to be in for that person, and I truly don't want that for anyone. It's not even the fact that we personally have decided to think that a birthday should be a normal day. I actually just feel like it's due to the world going by. You know, our own problems. We're getting stuck up in them that much that we just truly don't have time or make the effort to think about what we as a person want to do to celebrate our birth. You might be a person who absolutely loves your birthday every year, just like me, and yet you still have no idea what you want to do or how to go about it. You have that idea in mind, but you just don't have the time or the energy to actually put the effort in to make that happen. And that could be down to a lot of reasons. I'm not going to go through all of them, but the majority of them could be down to your job or your social circle, whatever it might be. You know what you want to do and you want to make it special, but you're getting older and everyone now has that mindset of, oh, this is how your birthday should be. Well, no, not really. You know, you're celebrating your birth and you want to make it the best you can possibly make it. We don't give these things enough time and, you know, it's upsetting to see that. And I just wanted to get this off my chest because as it gets closer to my birthday, I want to make sure it's the best day I've had for a while. It's not very often I get to do that, especially with work as well. And that's one thing, by the way, that I've always stood by and will always continue to stand by. Do not work on your birthday. Even if you just book the day off or a few days off, take your annual leave and put it towards your birthday, because I am a big believer in taking that time for yourself and not giving it to someone else who, by the way, does not care about you and they could replace you tomorrow. It baffles me how many people truly just want to work on their birthday. I've seen it happen. Even in my own family, there's been people to say, oh yeah, I'm working on my birthday. Not that they want to do that, but they feel they have to do that. Well, guess what? No, you don't. And don't make yourself fall deeper into that trap because you're not helping yourself. I like to call it the system or the 9-to-5 system. It will only take care of your finances and sometimes it doesn't even do that. But what it won't take care of is the most important things in your life. Your health, the time you spend with family, your experiences. Your job is not bothered about that. so don't take anything for granted. Anyway, today is actually my birthday, and no, before you ask, I'm not obviously recording this on my birthday. In fact, you're probably listening to this right now whilst I'm drunk or experiencing something new and having the time of my life. So happy birthday to me in the comments, right? But I hope you guys see where I'm coming from. I tried to explain it the best I could possibly explain it, but it is quite difficult to just get it out there because I feel like not many people talk about this. They literally just go on with their lives and never actually face the argument. But I hope you take this video away with you and truly celebrate your birthday in the way you want to. It doesn't have to be something extremely luxury or anything like that, just something different, something you've never experienced before, or something that makes you happy. It could be extremely simple, but at least take the time to give it some thought. Because guess what? We will have a birthday eventually that even we won't make it to. So don't take that for granted. Thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you give it a like, click subscribe, and share it with your friends, especially if they love their birthdays. If you want to see another video from me, then click this one on the screen right now, or watch this entire playlist to the right of the screen, and I hope to see you all over there.